Hey everybody, it's Friday and I just got rated from Dakota Ray. Bow, 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 bow. My goodness, thank you, Dakota. Thanks to everybody. Hello, I'm Jess, and welcome to Festive Fridays. Dakota says they were playing board game arena games. Very cool. Downforce, and King Domino. Ah, those are really great. I enjoy those as well on BGA. So sounds like y'all had a good time. Hello to everybody that came in. Hello to Hornist. Hello to Anne. Hello to Coda, of course. Anyone else in here in the chat, feel free to say hello. Yes, no worries, Dakota. If you have to lurk, you do you, friend. You do you. Thanks for the raid. I truly appreciate it. I always love the love from the other streamers in the community. So, hey, friends, it's Festive Friday, so I'm going to be doing some games on Steam today. I'm going to be playing a couple Antoine Bauza games, Tokaido and Takenoko. So I wanted to just let you all know that. Hope you all are having an enjoying Friday. Here up in the northwest of the United States, we are getting a nice snowstorm coming through. So I had my first snow day of the year. I'm super excited. My husband and I went out and we had a nice little walk and got all bundled up and cozy, and it was a lot of fun. Just to see the snow fall and to see everything all nice and blanketed and white. It was really, really magical. We don't get a lot of snow here in the Northwest unless you're in the higher elevations. Most of the precipitation that we get is in the form of like rain or like a combination of like snow and ice, you know? So when we actually get like legit snow that it like stays on the ground and doesn't melt away or turn into ice, it's a really big deal for us. So yeah, having fun enjoying that. I did that a little bit earlier today. But what were you all doing besides playing BGA? How have your weeks been going? How have things been moving along for you in February? My goodness, it's already mid-February here. It's crazy. 2021, I think, is just going to go just as fast as 2020 because a lot hasn't really changed. For me, at least. I don't know how about it is for y'all, but yeah, it's been quite an interesting year so far. So yeah, let me know how you all are doing. If you're ready to dive right in and watch me play a little digital gaming, we're gonna do that in just a couple minutes here. But yeah, let me know how you all are feeling. What you thought of Downforce. I like playing that game. I don't have a physical copy. I've only learned it on BGA of all places, and I enjoy it. It's quite a fun little racing game. I did hear about a couple gamers purchasing Mario Kart cars to like replace the actual cars in Downforce from a Mario Kart themed game. So that's pretty cool to see that, and like online and social media and stuff. They would post pictures and you'd see, Mario and Yoshi and Peach and all the different characters from Mario Brothers. So that's really cool to do. I would love to do that myself, but I don't think I played Downforce enough to make that sort of investment. But yeah, and King Domino is a great game. It's puzzly. It's got those fun little tiles and things. So that's really cool to see people have that implementation in BGA because I think it's a great kind of, I don't know, gateway game, I guess, in a way. But it's a good like introduction to like designer board games, I think. Matching the different terrain tiles and things like that. Those are pretty cool components for like intro gameplay for people that aren't really into like super chunky games or things that have really heavy theme or player interactions and things like that. So yeah, those seem like a lot of fun. Um, and I am really looking forward to playing these two games with y'all. But then this weekend, there's a lot of stuff happening. I don't know if Coda, if you're still on here, but shout out to this weekend. The Tabletop Live Network is going to have their Galentine's Day event. Let's see if I can pop that in here. There you go. The Galentine's Day. It's going to be happening here. I am super stoked to be a part of this. It's going to be quite the adventure, quite the fun time. We got a lot of great streamers. We're highlighting female and non-binary streamers, and so you can see a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening starting at 6 a.m. Pacific time here in the States with Ilka Luza. She's going to be kicking us off here, and then going along to things get dicey with Paula Deming, wonderful person. Pointless Parrot podcast, that's Emma. She's gonna be playing some fun games. Coda, of course, is gonna be there, and Game Freak Geek Girl after that, then Duchess, then me. I'm gonna be playing some Fleet the Dice game solo mode, then handing it off to Board Game Blitz and Ella Loves Board Games to round out the day. So yeah, we're calling it Galentine's after the fun episode of Parks and Recreation. If any of you are familiar with that show, there's an episode where one of the main characters brings about her gal pals to have like lunch, and she gives them gifts and things like that, and just celebrates them on Valentine's Day. So we're calling it Galentine's Day. All right. So without further ado, let us get down to this game here. I'm going to start us off with Tokaido. See if I can get this pulled up for y'all. And we will get started. Okie doke. Let me switch the game view. See what we got. There we go. Okie doke, friends. Let me know how the volume is. I'm trying not to have it be too loud for us. It might be, it sounds loud on my side, but I do like the music in this. So let me know in the chat if it's too loud or too quiet. I definitely want you all to hear it. All right, McGowan says, sounds good to me. Thank you. Thank you for that. And hello to you. Thanks so much. Cool. And thanks to Gus as well for giving that thumbs up there. Awesome. All right, friends. So this is Tokaido. It is a really nice game about traveling. You're traveling throughout Japan on the road of Tokaido. I think it's from Tokaido to Odo in Japan, but correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a famous kind of road in Japan, and you are on a vacation, and so you are all different travelers going on vacation, doing various things like collecting souvenirs, drawing panoramas, eating delicious food. Yes, McGowan says traveling. Oh, so it's a fantasy game. In a way, yes, in a way, but this is actually a place in Japan. So, yes, but it definitely has some like fantasy themes in it. You'll see the artwork in this game definitely has that feel to it. So, it's a worker placement game, and I don't know if some of you have heard that term called point salad, meaning every spot that you go to, has a way to gain points. So you don't lose points, no points get taken away from you. Just every location you go to gives you a certain amount of victory points. Oh, traveling. So it's a fantasy game. I get you, McGowan. Yeah, very funny. Bad joke about the current of everything and also my budget. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yes, so we're going to live vicariously through this game, for lack of better words. Okay, so yeah, so you're going to be going to different locations, collecting different items and things and eating at inns. You're going to be taking meals, and then you're going to be traveling over 4 days. And after the end of 4 days, whoever has the most victory points wins. So today I'm going to be playing a 3-player game. I'm going to be doing this, so I'm going to be having 2 AI opponents here. And then it allows me the option to choose my traveler. Now, each traveler has their own special abilities that gives you certain bonus points and a certain number of coins to start off with at the beginning of the game. Coins allow you to purchase souvenirs, to give donations to the temple, to buy your food at the inn, things like that. So each player will have their own different special ability. Hiroshige arrives, when he arrives at each of the 3 inns, he can add a section of panorama of his choice. So there are different types of panoramas you can paint throughout this game. So he has a bonus with that. Yoshiyasu, whenever he has an encounter, he can choose between 2 people to meet. That's also another location on the road that we'll be traveling. He starts with 9 coins. He's a samurai, so he's got a lot of money. Sasayako has the ability to purchase 2 souvenirs, with the cheapest one being free for her, and she starts off with 5 coins. Zenimam, he can purchase his first souvenir for only 1 coin, and then he can ignore the starting price for that one, so he gets a discount in that way, and he has 6 coins. Hirotada, which is one of my personal favorites, he has 8 coins, and every time he stops off at a temple, he can add an additional coin to the temple donations free of charge, and it gives him an additional point. And I'll explain as the temple what they do. There's a victory point scale for whoever donates the most money into the temple at the end of the game. So most likely I will pick him, but I'll just go through the rest of the characters here. Satsuki, when she arrives at the inn, she can get 1 meal for free regardless of the cost. She can also decline it and instead buy something on the table. But most likely for those that play this character, they usually like to take advantage of that free meal. So she's got 2 coins to start us off, to start her travels off. Kinko, for each purchase by Kinko, will cost 1 coin less at the inns. So he'll be able to have a discount as well when he goes to eat at the inns. Chube, when he arrives at each of the 3 intermediate inns, he has an encounter. He can meet somebody before choosing his meal. And the encounters are very positive in terms of things that you can get. You can either get coins or panoramas or souvenirs, donations to the temple, things like that. And he starts with 4 coins. Then we've got Umege, instantly earns an additional point and a coin when she has an encounter with somebody, so she gets an extra bonus of having that available to her. And finally, Mitsukuni earns an additional point for each hot spring and each achievement that he has in his collection. There's also hot springs where you can bathe and get victory points, and so he gets an additional point for every hot spring that he visits. So I am going to choose Hirotada as my starter person, and the game is going to randomly pick 2 other AI. So how this game is going to work is there are the players that start at an inn, and we're going to be traveling over 4 days. The 4 days consist of traveling through these different locations and then meeting up at an inn here at the very end. That ends your day. So there's all these different locations here on the board that you can travel to. However, depending on the number of players you have in the game will determine how many spots there are along the road. Since I'm only playing a 3-player game this time, there's only one spot of each different type of location for a player to go to. How this is going to work is I'm starter player, so it's allowing me to pick any of these spots that's ahead of me. However, there's a catch. For any person that is in the back behind everyone else, they get to take a turn again. So however far ahead I go, I must be mindful of how many spaces I skip over because the other players can have multiple turns before I get to go again. You can leapfrog over each other. You can stop and block people if you want to play that kind of mean game. But let me explain some of these locations here. So this first one here is the souvenir shop. When you go to the souvenir shop, what's going to happen is you have 3 options of souvenirs to purchase, and you have the option of buying any of them or none of them. So you don't have to have any, you don't have to buy a souvenir when you go there. However, you must have money in your possession before you can go to the souvenir shop. So you can't just go here when there's no coins available to you. Okay, this next one is the temple. Every coin that you donate to the temple gets you a point higher on the score tracker for the temple points. The person that has the most temple points at the end of the game will get 10 additional bonus points. Or excuse me, whoever donated the most coins to the temple will get 10 additional bonus points at the end of the game. Second place will get 7, third place will get 4. That is the temple. And so remember, as this character, Hirotada, when he stops at the temple, he can add an additional coin for free to his donation, which will give him an additional point on the scale. All right, this is the encounter space. And the encounter space, you'll meet a companion of some kind, either a person that has souvenirs for you, or painting a panorama, or a donation to the temple. Sometimes it's just straight victory points. So again, it's just a nice little positive spot to go to. This spot here in the green is one of the panorama spots. This is the like the rice paddy grasslands. There are 3 pieces to this panorama to complete in order to get bonus points for that. Each piece of the panorama you get will give you a certain amount of points. The first piece of this panorama will give you 1 point, the second piece will give you 2, and the third and final piece will give you 3. If you are the first player to complete this panorama, you will get an additional 3 bonus points. All right, next is the hot spring. So again, you can go there based upon how many, you can go there and you get victory points just randomly, either 2 victory points or 3 victory points with some monkeys there. You see this little X space has a flag with an X sign on it. That is for a 4 or more player game, but since we're only playing 3, these extra spots are blocked. This next location is the mountain space. This is another panorama, so you're viewing a beautiful mountain landscape and you decide to paint a panorama. This mountain panorama is 4 pieces, so you'll need 4 pieces to that puzzle panorama in order to complete it. This next space here in yellow is the farm. The farm gives you 3 coins, like it indicates here on the track, for helping out on the farm. So that's one way you can get coins. You can also get coins possibly from the encounter. Oh, hey, EC, thanks for stopping by, dude. Good to see you on here. Just going over some brief Tokaido explanations before we start. So again, we've got the souvenir shop and the temple, the encounter space. This one here in blue with the flag is an ocean panorama. The ocean panorama has 5 pieces that you need to complete. And again, each piece that you have further along the panorama will give you that many number of victory points. So the first piece will give you 1, second 2, third 3, etc., etc. Yes, the app is really cool. This does have multiplayer. Yes, it does. I'm playing against 2 AI right now. But there is a multiplayer. You can play local or you can do like a pass and play kind of thing. And then finally, we have in the inn. The inn will give you a number of options to eat and the coin value. If you are able to eat and purchase one of those meals, you will get 6 victory points for that meal. And then once everybody gets to the inn, the last person that arrives in the inn allows you to have this starter on the next day. So they get to start day 2. And so it's the same. They're just different different configurations of the day trail. But that's pretty much it. I meant online. We should play. I have it on my iPad. Yeah, that's totally true. Maybe next week, dude. I'll be playing this next week. So, yeah, if you want to join me on my next week stream, totally cool. Yeah, I'll have to give you all my friend codes and things like that. So, cool. All right, so that's pretty much it. One thing also to note is up here, it'll keep track of all the players and their accomplishments on the different things along the track, so you can kind of see how many of like the green panorama are being completed, the mountains, the oceans, etc., etc. At the end of the game, there will be victory points given for the person who has the highest point score or spent the most money eating. There's also a victory points bonus for visiting the hot springs the most, for having the most shopping experiences, for having the most encounters. Again, like I was saying with the temple points, whoever donates the most money into the temple. And then each of the 3 panoramas, the first player to complete each of those will get an additional 3 bonus points. That happens immediately. All right. Oh, I'm not at home when you stream. Sad times. Oh, that's all right, friend. We will eventually play something together. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you are just hanging out. Feel free to hang out, interact with the chat and all that kind of stuff. And if anyone has any questions about this game too, I have played it so many times on the app and in real life that I'm pretty confident I can answer questions. So, cool. Alrighty. Oh yeah, and EC, if you want to play this offline too, not on stream, that's totally fine too. I don't know if that's what you meant, but yeah, I'm totally game for that. Okay, so as Hirotada, he's got the special ability for the temple. So I'm gonna go actually to the temple first and make my donation. And so it says when I stop at the temple, I earn a free coin as a donation that I'm gonna give. Each donation to the temple gives you a victory point. So right now, because of my special ability, he already has donated 1 into the temple. I'm gonna do the whopping 3 coins here. You have a max of 3 coins you can donate. So right now, I am ahead of the game in the temple donations. I have 4 points. So it'll show me what my score is. And so now we've got the samurai. He's going shopping. And where is she gonna go? She's gonna go to an encounter. She encountered Anabito, who helps her paint the hillside panorama. And so now I'll show you all Yoshiyasu, because he went into the space ahead of mine. He was able to take an extra turn before my turn starts. So Yoshiyasu he bought 2 souvenirs already. And for the souvenirs, there are different types of souvenir that you will be collecting. And if you get sets, one of each type, it'll increase the amount of victory points you get for each set. The points themselves, like each souvenir themselves gives you amount of points, but if they're included into a unique set, then you get more points for those. So right now, excuse me. So right now, we have got Satsuki and Yoshiyasu are tied on the hillside painting. He went to actual hillside itself, but Satsuki got hers from an encounter that she had. So And right now has encounter point because she's been the first person to have an encounter right now. And because Yoshiyasu bought 2 souvenirs, he has 2 points on the souvenir track. Okay, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to go visit my friends at the bathhouse, the hot springs. So I got myself 2 points. And then Satsuki's going to go here to the mountain panorama. Yoshiyasu does not need any coins, but he just went to that farm space. Totally fine. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to go get some shopping done. I've got 5 coins. It's pretty good amount. So here, there's 3 souvenirs that I have to choose from, and only 2 symbols, 2 out of the 4 symbols here. So I could purchase this one with the fan symbol for 1 coin, or I can do any of these shirt ones for 2 coins. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this fan, and that gives me 1 point because it starts off with my set. But I'm also going to purchase this hat, which gives me 3 points because now it is 2 out of the 4 sets. So it scales up for every time you buy a souvenir. I don't want to do this other shirt because it will start a whole new set. So I think I'm good, and I want to have some coins left over for when I go to the inn to eat. So, alrighty. And let me see what they are going to be up to. Hopefully I'll be able to get some good stuff, because there is sometimes that things are too expensive that you can't eat at all. All right, so I've got some options. I could either do the ocean painting, the mountain painting, or the hot springs. I think I'll go here because then I will have first choice at the inn for food. So I'll have a good benefit on that. So, okay, so I've got 1 out of the 5 pieces of my panorama. And what's cool about this game too is that as you're painting the panorama, it slowly reveals an actual image for you. So that's pretty sweet. And I like the graphics in this game too. I think they did really well in implementing the board game aspect of just the artwork and things in here. So yeah. All right, Yoshiyasu's gonna go to the bathhouse, the hot springs, and I get first choice in the inn. So I've got 2 coins. Oh, look. So I got 3 items that are only costing 1 coin. And I've got this one here for 3 coins. So I can't afford that one in the middle. So I'm going to take some miso shiru. So that gives me 6 points because every meal that you eat in the inn gives you 6 points. And Satsuki, she got a meal for free. So there's nothing when she has paid nothing. And did Yoshiyasu go? Yeah, he ate. He ate one of the cheap things too. So Satsuki, even though she didn't pay for it, she got a free meal that was worth 3 victory points. That was worth 3 coins. Sorry, not victory points. That was worth 3 coins. It's kind of a rip-off there, but, happens. Some of the benefits of having certain players, right? So, anyway. All right, where am I going to go? Well, I only have 1 coin, friends, so I think I'm going to go to the farm, get myself some coins, and help out the piggies. When you're on vacation, you stop by a farm and they pay you for your labors. That's how it works, right? So, all right. He went there to the painting. Satsuki's going to go there. Well, I guess I'm going to have an encounter. Let's see. Who do I meet? All right. It says, hello, I am a Kuge, a noble. It is always a pleasure to help a traveler in need. Here are 3 coins. So even though I went to the farm to get 3 coins, I got 3 additional coins. I am just racking up the money here, friends. That's fine with me. It'll allow me to go some shopping, to buy some more stuff at the inn. Good times, good times. Like I said, in this game, you don't really get anything negative. Yes, money bags, Gus. You are right. You don't really get anything negative. The only time you can get things negative is when you have somebody block a space that you really want to, so you can't complete something, you know? So, okay, Satsuki completed the mountain painting. Oh my goodness. So she got all 4 pieces and she got the bonus of +3. So she completed all 4 here. So she got the bonus card for being the first player to do so. So she is on her way getting those bonuses because neither of us did anything there on that mountain painting. So she just waltzed right in. All right, what am I doing? Well, I guess I can go to the hot spring. Guaranteed some points there. Couple of points for myself. Yes, thank you. All right, Yoshiyasu's gonna go to the... Ooh, what is he at? Maybe you can pour all your coins in the next hot bathhouse on the road and swim in it like Scrooge McDuck. Yes! That would be awesome. Okay, so he only has 2 of the ocean paintings, and I only have 1. So there's not much, and then Satsuki's not even doing anything. What else does he have? He's got bathhouse, just a couple souvenirs. He's almost done with the hillsides. So, okay, and he's got 3 in the temple. All right. I've got 4 in the temple, so currently I'm okay. So let's go shopping. Let's see what I can get. Scrooge McDuck. All right. Ooh, so I've got 2. So here's the 2 other symbols that I need, the idol and the food symbol. So yeah, so I'm going to do that, friends. I'm going to purchase this, and that gives me 5 points because that's 3 out of the 4 of the sets. And then completing that set will give me 7 there. So I'm racking it up. And I've got plenty of coins to complete that. Yep. Doing it. Doing that thing. Doing that thing. All right. Satsuki's getting coins. I don't know why she gets coins because she doesn't need to spend at the inn. She's just getting free money. All right. Yoshiyasu ate some tempura, looks like. Okay, where am I gonna go? Looks like an inn for me. Going into the inn. Ooh. All right, so I got some sushi. I got some taimeshi, or I've got some dango. All right, currently, ooh, I am in 3rd place on this, so I need to rack up my eating here. I'm getting myself some taimeshi. Yes, I know I spent all my money, but hey, at least I ate good on vacation. I think that's what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to just like eat like royalty and then regret your decisions when you come home. At least that's what happens when I do that. Okay, so it's my turn. I don't have any money, so I cannot go buy souvenirs. Maybe I can go to an encounter and see if I can get some coins. If not, it's okay. There's a farm space on the way. So let's see what happens. Nope, I got the souvenir guy. Hi, I am a shokunin, a traveling merchant. It's my pleasure to offer you this beautiful souvenir as a gift. What is he giving me? Oh, cool. It's an instrument. Very cool. Starts off. Is that my 2nd set? Let's see. Is that my 2nd set? Yep, starting off of my 2nd set. So that only gave me 1 point. Oh, cool. Games of Fire is the rating. Hello, Games of Fire. Let me, thank you so much for the raid. What were you all doing today? What were you all playing? I'm currently doing Tokaido on Steam right now. Oh, thank you for the emojis. Oh my goodness gracious. How cool. How cool. Yeah, what were you all playing today? Do, 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 do. All right. Well, looks like I'm gonna go to the hot springs. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna do a shout out. Shout out to Games Fire. Games of Fire. They're lovely people. They were just on recently playing with da 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 da. You're a silver medal taverns channel. Definitely a tongue twister. I'm gonna have to call him SMT from now on, just because it's easier to say. But no, you were on there with Dakota. You were playing a pandemic game, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, very cool. Shout out to you. Check them out. Yeah, so what were you all playing on the Games of Fire stream today? Okay, I have no money. So, unfortunately, even though my special power allows me to donate to the temple, I have to have at least some kind of money to donate to the temple. So, unfortunately, I have to skip the temple and go straight to the farm and get myself some coins. But that was okay. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, we gotta rep our little community here, so not a problem for the shout out. All right, what else we got? Okay, so I'm still in the lead on temple points. He's completed those too. I need to start working more on this ocean painting. And he's competing with me. Yoshiyasu's competing with me on this encounter here. Okay, friends, where am I at? This is me now. This is me. Do I go shopping? Yeah. Yeah, this is not usually how I play this character. I'm usually all about eating and the temple. Every time I play Hirotada, I'm always about eating and the temple. But I've got some competition going on. So if I find something really cheap, then I could add it. Well, look at that. Okay. So this idle piece is 3 coins. That would take all my money, and I would guarantee to not have any food, not have any ability to eat anything. My shirt, the shirt one is 2, but it's risky to think there's only going to be something worth a coin at the end. This one will give me a couple points. It'll add to it. Okay, I think I'm just going to buy this cup here. It'll be another piece on my set. I'll be all right. I've got 2 coins left. Games of Fire says we played Downforce with Dakota, Hornist Ann, and Chalby, then King Domino. Carrie joined us, and we played Tea Time at Ink and Gold. Wow, so you were on there with Coda. That's cool. Man, a lot of those BGA games are so fun. So fun. I have been currently on this kick of playing Welcome to New Las Vegas. That has been a lot of fun. I love Welcome to. I have some of the different neighborhoods and things like that, but New Las Vegas kicks it up a notch for me. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it quite a lot. Yeah, and then I like some of the older games that they have on there too. So I got to play Luxor. Luxor's a pretty fun one. Of course, Tokaido's on there as well. If you all are interested in playing that on BGA. Although it's not as the graphics are still pretty, but it's not as 3-dimensional as you would play it on Steam here. So, yeah, some games just have a better implementation, I think, on Steam. Although I will give BGA credit in that they do well at kind of helping you with like cleanup and like accounting and things, playing like counting your cards and your points and stuff as you go along, things like that. Oh, and Turn and Taxis was the other game. That's right. I was trying to think of what the other game was. Turn and Taxis. But yes, they do a really good way at kind of like helping you and giving you choices for like, okay, this is your turn. Here's your possible options you can do on your turn. I think that also helps me for some of the games that I've never played before. Kind of gives me that step of like, oh, hey, I don't know what to do on my turn, but hey, this is highlighted over here, or it tells you like something's blinking over here. You kind of, need to do that, whatever. So anyways, yeah, BGA is great. Games of Fire says so many games on BGA now. That is very true. They did have, I'm going to purchase this Yakitori right now. They did have kind of like an advent countdown thing in December of last year where they were revealing a new game every day. And that was really cool. That kind of helped me like learn about some of these games that I've never played before. And some that are really excited about. And Welcome to New Las Vegas was on there. So that was really neat to kind of see like, oh, what's coming, So anyway, all right. Where am I at? Dang, so Satsuki is still leading in the food game. That is so crazy because she doesn't have to pay for food. Craziness. All right, but I'm okay. I'm heading up in the hot springs. I'm eking out on the souvenirs. Tied for encounters. Still leading in the temple points. All right, I got to get my painting on and get some money. But first, I'm going to go visit the hot springs. Give myself some points there. Okay, does she have any coins? What did she do? She did. She made a donation. Oh, she's ahead of me now. How many coins does she have now? She's got 3. Oh, and he got the kuge. Oh, he got the money. Oh, friends. Friends. Oh, I have to jump. I gotta do it. I need the coins. I gotta go help these piggies out. Oh, sad times. But that's the way it is. Okay. They're gonna get a few more turns than me. That's alright. Gonna paint a forgery. Whenever I play this game, and I always tease my husband when we play this game. It's like, oh, who's gonna paint the forgery first? Who gets to do the painting first? Oh, and she got the monkeys. Dang. All right, where am I at in the mountains? I don't even have mountain painting. So if I started it, I would only get 1 point. If I go to the grass, if I go to the hillside, I would also get 1 point, right? Yeah, I don't even start at any of those. The ocean will give me 2 points. Okay, so if I did that, I can go, if I went here, I would get a point, and then they would skip, and then I would get a shopping trip, hopefully, unless they block me, and then going into the inn. Okay, well, or do I just skip it here? No, because they're going to get some extra terms. Okay, let's just go here. Let's paint the mountain and see what happens. See what happens. Where's she going? All right. If Yoshiyasu goes to the ocean, then I'll be able to go shopping. Yep. Okay. See what I can do. See what I can do. Can I complete a set? Let's see if I can get some 1 coin souvenirs, huh? Hey now, but that's not helpful. Ugh, that is not helpful, dude. Because if I bought any of these has the fan symbol, then I would be starting a whole new set, and that would only give me a point. But if I bought this food item symbol for 2, it's a part of the second set here, so I would actually get 5 points. So I think I'm going to chance it. I'm going to buy this sake, give myself 5 points, and hope and pray that there's something at the end that's worth a coin. Ugh. Craziness. Craziness. All right. Does she get to eat? Of course she gets to eat. Dang it. Where's she at now? She's got 8. Oh, there's no way. There's no way she gets the food because I only have a coin. So I would only be spending 7 coins, and she theoretically spent 8, even though she didn't. But that's her special power. Oh, and I can't even eat anything. Darn it. Darn it. Yeah, all of this stuff is too expensive. Darn it. Yep, I have to leave without eating. Darn. All right. Well, here we go. Counting up the points. So Satsuki got a bonus 3 points for spending the most on food. Yoshiyasu got the bonus for most encounters. He's the chatterbox. EC says, I personally strongly prefer board game apps like this to BGA or to Tabletop Simulator. Yeah, I could see, and the implementation is really good on here. However, I would say that, BGA is really good about helping people learn how to play games because it'll tell you like, oh, you can't do this move. Oh, you can't do this move. Whereas sometimes these apps here, like on Steam, are kind of more open sandboxy in a way, in that you can pick something totally different and like, oh crap, I can't do that anymore, and there's no back button. I mean, yeah, there are some of these games that don't have a back button on BGA, but yeah. Anyway, but yeah, there are certain games that I would prefer on BGA, and there's certain games that I would prefer here on Steam. I would say I like the phone app and this implementation for Steam for Tokaido in particular. Yay, I got a bonus 3 for visiting the hot springs the most. And the most shopping trips, so I got another bonus there. In the temple, she got more donations by 1 coin, so she got plus 10. I only got plus 7. So what is the final? Oh, we tied. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so what was that? So we tied, but she has 2 things. Oh, does she have coins left over? Maybe that's what it is. I think coins is the tiebreaker. So she had 3 coins left over, and I only had 1 coin left over. Yeah, he as well. Dang, but yes, we both had 2 bonus cards, and I think coins ties it, or breaks ties. Dang. All right, well, that is Tokaido, friends. I'm going to go back here to my open screen while I set up Takenoko. So, Takenoko is another game themed in Japan. Oh man, so close. 1 meal. Yeah, that's right, Gus. If I would eat at that last inn, I totally would have won. That's okay. That is okay. I've played this enough to have that happen, those close encounters, for sure. Yeah, so in this one, Takenoko, I just started playing. I've heard so much about this game. It's it's a really cute game. The audio on this is a little bit louder than in Tokaido, so I'm gonna turn it down a smidge. But y'all let me know how it sounds in the chat, if it's too loud or too quiet. So, blah, work calls. All right, EC. Have a good work day, my friend. And yeah, hit me up, on the socials and stuff if you want to play a game sometime. So, I'm definitely for that, friend. All right. Okay. How is the audio sounding here? Let me get this local game playing. That's me. We'll play a 3-player again here. Doop 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 doop. Takenoko. I did not purchase the Chibi's expansion. I did not. All right. So in Takenoko, this is a worker placement game. And what you're going to be doing is you are helping out this bamboo farmer. And you've got yourself some objectives that you need to complete throughout the game. The number of players determines how many objectives you are playing. Okay, sounds pretty good. Definitely a little louder in Tokaido, but I could still hear you good. Okay, thanks, Gus. So in this game, you're going to be completing objectives, and the number of objectives you complete depends upon the number of players. In this 3-player game, it's the first person to complete 8 objectives. We all start with 3 objective cards in our possession. So there are red objective cards, purple objective cards, and blue objective cards. They pertain to the 3 different types of objectives you can complete. This one, the red ones pertain to the gardener. So something that the gardener will be doing in order to complete those objectives. The next one is the panda. The panda objectives are in the purple. Those pertain to an objective that the panda must complete. And then finally is the plots, or the hex lands that you're going to be able to complete for those things. So what's going to happen is on your turn, you have a certain number of actions to take. We are all starting on this central pond, and we are going to be building out the landscape around the pond here and irrigating it and growing bamboo fields in those. The panda is helpful but not really helpful in that it'll eat bamboo as it travels throughout the bamboo fields. So your objectives for the panda pertain to the type of bamboo that it's going to eat. So there are 3 different color plot lands, green, pink, and yellow. Those will each grow a bamboo of that particular color. This objective here is pertaining to the pink plots. So it says you have to produce plots on the pattern that must be irrigated, which means you must have an irrigation tunnel going out from this central pond, connecting along the sides of each of those 3 tiles there. And then finally for the gardener, he grows the bamboo. So when he's working the land pretty much, and so when he goes to a certain plot of that color, he will grow that bamboo. Oh, hey, Book of Nerds, how's it going? Happy Friday to you, friend. Thanks for the CCG emotes in there. What were you up to? Were you streaming today? I think you and Amanda Panda were doing a stream today, if I'm not mistaken. Good to see you on here. Just explaining some Takenoko before I dive in. So with this one, the gardener, he must grow on a yellow plot 4 pieces of bamboo. And how that's going to work is the panda and the gardener will be able to travel along the plots that you are placing out. And when a gardener lands on a certain space, he will automatically grow 1 piece of bamboo on that plot hex. However, this one is special that it has an improvement. It has a watershed improvement. The watershed helps grow bamboo on that hex without having it being irrigated from the central pond. So that's kind of an added bonus with that. Book of Nerd says, streaming earlier, been playing some puzzle games on Steam. I'm bad at it. Oh, sorry, friend. Hope you're having a better day and give it another shot. Sometimes those puzzle games can be difficult. I agree. So on your turn, you will see there is a, oh, you can't really see behind here. I will do this really quickly as I'm just explaining the game. You all can see this really quick. So I can explain this here. For the Tokaido, you've got all these different reserves here down in the bottom that are shaded. So over here on the left-hand side are the pieces of bamboo that the panda is currently eating. And it will help hold it into your reserves here. And those help you kind of know which pieces you'll need for these objectives. So in this particular one, you'll need one of each type to complete for that objective. Then over here on the right-hand side, you've got an irrigation channel, and you've got these 3 improvement hexes. How the improvement hexes work is at the beginning of your turn, except for the very first turn of the game, you're going to roll a die that's called the weather die. The weather die dictates a certain number of weather types, and that pertains to your future actions, whether you take an additional action, whether you can duplicate an action, or so on and so forth. And one of them allows you to choose one of these improvement tiles to place onto a plot hex to help that hex out in some way, shape, or form. So this first one here in blue is the irrigation, and that one allows you to grow bamboo without having to get the irrigation channel next to it. So it's kind of like an additional pond water feature, if you will. The red one is a panda enclosure, I believe it's called, where if this improvement is on a plot hex, that means the panda cannot eat bamboo on that plot hex. So it kind of blocks it. So if you're trying to get a certain objective and you don't want the panda to eat there, it would be good to have that in place. And then finally, you've got the fertilizer. The fertilizer hex, what's going to happen there is you are able to place that on a plot hex that has not been played yet with a hex of improvement. And what that does is it grows 2 pieces of bamboo on a plot space that is irrigated. These improvements can only be placed on hexes that don't already have an improvement on it and don't have any bamboo growing on it. So they're at the beginning of this phase. And so, I think I'm going to leave this on here. Yeah, I think for this time that I'll have you showing that there, and then let's do this. Alrighty. Cool. Okay. So you have 2 actions each turn. But like I said, in the future, when you're going and rolling the weather die, you might get additional actions and things like that. For your 2 actions, they must be 2 different things. So my only actions I have right now are to place a new plot hex, to draw a new objective card, or to place an irrigation channel. Right now, I think the best option is to place a new plot hex because I want to extend the landscape of our bamboo fields. And our panda and our gardener can't travel anywhere, so that's why these other 2 options are shaded, because you cannot do anything for that hex, for that turn. So I'm going to buy a plot. I think I'm going to buy this pink one because I need it for this objective here. And so the placement must be somewhere that's adjacent to the central pond or in between 2 already placed hexes. The panda belly is pretty adorable. Yes, that is true. You want to scratch the belly. All right, so I am going to place it here. And it is got a bamboo piece on it. And so now I have 1 action left. And so here, it's now saying that the gardener has ability to travel, and the panda can also travel as well because now there's another hex available for them to go. However, the panda cannot eat any bamboo on this hex because of this improvement tile, so it's blocked. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to take an irrigation channel, and then I'm going to save that one for when I place stuff, because right now it's already connected to the central pond, so it'll be good to go. All right, so now we got player 3. We've got here, those are their objectives. And so what is it going to do? Oh, ha! You know what I did, friends? I set it as local players and not AI. Okay. Well, let me do this. Let me exit. That's totally fine, because there is an AI option on here. Whoopsie daisy, but that allowed me to explain some rules. All right, let's see. Panda, there we go. Panda, 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 panda. All right, let's try this again. You don't want me to take 3 turns. That would be way too much. All right, Panda AI is going to go first, actually. What are they going to do? They're going to place some plots. And did they take an irrigation? All right, so I've got this one. I have 3 pink bamboo on 2 different hexes. And then I got to eat some pink bamboo. And then I got to get 3 green plots in a row. All right, so did the first panda, did they take an irrigation tunnel? Oh no, they took an additional objective card. Okay, all right, well, I'm going to do my same thing like I did. But in this case, since I need 3, I'm going to go here and choose that there. Now, for my other action, I'm going to, I'll grab an irrigation. No, I will grab another objective. I will grab a panda objective. Let's see. Oh, green bamboo. That's perfect. You can only have a maximum of 5 objective cards in your hand. So you must keep in mind of what it is, what you trying to achieve first and grabbing other stuff. So, okie doke. All right, they had the gardener space. Oh, they already completed an objective. Holy smokes. All right, so now it is round 2. The Panda AI rolled the weather die and they got a storm. So the storm means that the panda moves to a location of their choice. Now I rolled the rain, so I get to water a plant and place a shoot there. Let's go here. So the reason that there's 2 bamboo spots there is because of this fertilizer improvement. So remember, the fertilizer improvement means that there are 2 bamboo shoots that grow instead of just 1 on a turn. Same thing happened here with this pink plot. The gardener helped grow it, and so it got 2 shoots instead of 1. All right, movement for the gardener and the panda, if I did not explain that before, they can only move in a straight line. So they can't go diagonal or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the panda come over here and eat some bamboo because we need this for this objective. So now I have 1 green bamboo in my reserve. And so then I'm going to, for my second action, put a plot down. I'm going to put my plot down here. And I don't have this objective completed yet because I don't have this completed yet because it's not irrigated. So we shall see. So I can't do that yet. It needs to be irrigated. So I need to have irrigation channels going out from the central pond connecting to these. So, all right. End my turn.